You don't need a degree, and I know that because I have a degree in marketing with a professional sales concentration, and I learned absolutely nothing about either one in college. The only thing I learned in college was how to drink really fast. You don't need a team, and I know that because I've made over 7 figures all out of my business with just one digital product doing a little over 900K all by myself. And you don't even got to be that smart because I'm not the sharpest spoon in the drawer. Maybe college has something to do with that. But you just need to learn one of 4 skills that actually make people money, and they make it pretty quickly. So in this video, I'm gonna break down the 4 skills that not only help me grow my business online, but this stuff is helping a whole bunch of people just like you break free from the 40-40-40 scam. You know, work 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life to retire for 40% of your income. I'm not seeing that working for a lot of people out there. So this isn't any corporate skills or any maybe someday skills. These are real, digital, solo, implementable skills that you can implement right now to make cash flow right now. Now, I don't want to sound all hypey with all that super sweet make money online stuff like the easy side hustles and passive incomes and lazy ways to make money online and all that jazz. But if you can just lock down one of these 4 skills, you will make money. If you can pair 2 of these 4 skills together, you will make a lot of money. And if you can get all 4 of these skills down, then you will be unstoppable. Like seriously, and it's only gonna take me about 5 minutes to break down these 4 skills. So if you don't have 5 minutes to spare, then you probably just lack the focus to even be successful as an entrepreneur. So feel free to click off of here and go watch some of those easy passive income, lazy side hustles, lazy ways to make money and all that stuff, and see how this stuff works out for you. But if you can get these 4 skills down, you'll become unstoppable. Like I said, if you can get one of these skills down, you'll make money. If you can get 2 of them down and pair them together, you'll make a lot of money. But if you can get these 4 skills down, you'll become like the Avatar. You know the Avatar, the little monk kid with the arrow on his forehead, right? Like you'll become unstoppable. So the first skill is copywriting. Now, copywriting is such a powerful thing because it's simply selling with words. Copywriting is a weapon, period. Now, I'm not talking about some poetic language. I'm not talking about cute branding. I'm talking about sales psychology on paper. Copywriting is what makes somebody go from, maybe, or I'll think about it, to shut up and take my money now. And this skill pays fast because every business needs sales, and sales needs words, whether that be through something like an email, whether that be through somebody's ads, whether that be through somebody's sales page, whether that be through somebody's funnels, right? But sales drives it all, and the words behind every business's sales is copy. That's why copywriting is such a profitable space in business. And here's how you can develop this copywriting skill quickly. On the low end, find 10 sales pages. On the high end, if you're more serious, find 100 of them, right? Read them out loud and reverse engineer them. Rewrite the headlines from big brands or from larger entrepreneurs or people that have big audiences, and A/B test them with ChatGPT or with real people. And then you can offer to help somebody that has an offer to fix their sales or to better increase their conversions with the words on their sales page, with the actual copy. And if you want to do this, you don't want to charge per hour. You want to charge per conversion. That's where the real money comes in. And there's a lot of people that are making a lot of money just with copywriting. One of my homeboys overseas, he makes over 7 figures with just copywriting because he gets paid for the value he provides, not the time. Now, the second skill is offer design. And this is something that a lot of creators, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of coaches, course creators, consultants, they really struggle with this. They really struggle with offer design. This is the lone skill that a lot of creators and entrepreneurs are missing. Offer design is making whatever it is that you sell so good that people feel stupid saying no to it. And this skill is so valuable, and it pays fast because if your offer sucks, no amount of marketing can save it. But if you have a great offer, it sells itself. You don't have to do that much marketing. So how do you build an insane offer? You have to be obsessed on coming up with true value for somebody else. And that true value that you provide to somebody is going to be a transformation, right? Because really the foundation of everything in entrepreneurship comes down to transformation. People simply just want to go from where they are right now, their current situation, to where they want to be. And this is their desired situation, right? That is a transformation. So if you can come up with an offer that will take somebody from where they are right now to where they want to be and give them that transformation, give them that desired result that they want, they will gladly and happily pay for that, right? But you have to stack a lot of value within the transformation. You can use urgency tactics, right? You can add bonuses to make somebody's offer more valuable, to make the perceived value of it increase. You can solve one painful problem better than anybody else. And this is big here too, because a lot of people, they're focused on so much stuff, to whereas if you can really just focus and lock in on solving one painful problem for one avatar profile, not a whole lot of people, but a very detailed, strategically laid out customer profile, and you obsess on coming up with a solution to one painful problem for them, people, they will buy that. And you'll be shocked to find out how many more people within the marketplace fit your avatar profile that you build out. And with this, you want to create frameworks to have a good offer also, right? Because people, they buy structure, they don't buy advice. And when you have a good offer, you don't need to have a big audience. You don't need to have all these subscribers. You just need clarity, urgency, and results. Look, the people really winning on YouTube, they're not the people that have like all these subscribers. They're these people that have these micro niche personal brands that are only serving content to their avatars' profiles, and they're solving those problems for those people, right? There's a guy that I know of right now. He makes hundreds, that's with the S, plural, hundreds of thousands of dollars per month with a YouTube channel that only has like 20-something thousand subscribers. Now that 20-something thousand subscribers, it might sound like a lot, but in the scheme of YouTube, 20K subscribers, that's not that many. And even before that, when he only had like 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers, he was making $30,000 per month, $1,000 a day. I'm telling you, I personally know of people that have 1 million subscribers that are making nowhere near that much money because they hit me up asking what should they do all the time. But you don't need to get all of the views. If you have a good offer, you just need to get the right views. So I would tell you to only focus on building a micro niche personal brand, solving one person's particular problem, a particular painful problem. It's hard to say the particular painful problem, right? But you just focus in and lock in on that. You don't need all the vanity metrics, right? You don't need all the views. You just need the right views. And there's a lot of people making a lot of money crafting offers for other people, or you can find somebody that has an audience but doesn't have an offer, and then you can craft an offer for that person who already has the audience, right? And then the third skill is knowing how to create content that converts, right? How to create content that converts. And this is huge here because we are in what is called the creator economy, right? And this creator economy, in the next couple years, it's projected to be $1 trillion company, like trillion with the T, not a billion, like a multi-trillion-dollar industry. So if you ain't working on getting in this, I'm like, what are you waiting for? There's enough of this pie right here for everybody to get a piece. But this is where most creators fumble, and this is why you don't want to be a creator anyways, right? Like, you don't want to be a creator. You don't want to be a content creator. You want to be a contentpreneur. You want to use your content to drive traffic to your business. You want to know how to make this content that converts. And most people, they're just out here trying to go viral. They're just trying to make whatever content is trending, and they're not thinking of any business behind it. Well, for one, because they don't have any offer, and for some reason they just think getting a whole bunch of views is going to get them paid when it's not. So this skill pays because traffic is everything, but not all the traffic, right? Not all the eyeballs, but knowing how to get the right eyeballs, knowing how to get the right traffic, and then knowing how to get your offer in front of the right eyeballs, that pays so much money. You don't need to go viral. You need to go valuable. Don't chase trends, chase transformation. And then the fourth skill is funnels and automations, right? Funnels and automations. Now, this is such a high-paying skill because most people, they have no clue on how to create a system for themselves, right? Or a sales system. And system is an acronym which stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money, right? So a lot of times these systems that I create for myself are these flywheels. They'll actually be funnels. And a lot of people, they don't know how to create a process for themselves that will be working even while they're not working. So if you can learn how to build funnel systems and automations, somebody else will be willing to pay a lot of money for that because other people don't know how to do that. So you can learn how to use certain funnel softwares like a ClickFunnels, for example, right? Or something that I'm currently using in this moment called Go High Level. Like, members of my community is credited at the top. They all get a free 30-day trial of Go High Level. That's the platform that they want to build on. And if you want to join it, links down in the description, right? But there's something else like a systems.io. Right, there's a lot of softwares that you can build funnels on. The software doesn't matter, but the skill does. And this is where scale lives. This is where you make money when you're offline. You make money online when you're offline. This is when you make money in your sleep. This is when you make money when you're going to the movies, just like I'm about to go to the movies as soon as I wrap up this YouTube video. And with this, you don't even have to be a tech person, because I know that's what people say. I'm not a tech person. Well, guess what? I'm not a tech person either. But I know enough to launch, and I know enough to get some money. And even with that stuff, think about the stuff that you tell yourself. It's really a confidence issue. Like, you really don't believe in yourself, because those people that say stuff like, well, I'm not a tech person, if they fully believed that they were going to make $1 million with their idea, you think they would learn how to be a tech person pretty quickly? Yeah, they would, but they don't believe it. Therefore, they don't want to learn how to use a simple software. They keep on putting it off. But the things that they fully do believe in, they don't put them off. They just do it right now. They don't put off eating those cookies. Why? Because they want those cookies right now. They don't procrastinate on sitting on the couch and watching TV, do they? They don't put that off. No, they do that right now. But even if you're not a techie, you can learn enough to launch, and you can sell that service, and you can sell that service to people that are clueless, because there's a lot of people out here that are making all this content that are absolutely clueless. But like I said, starting off this video, you can make money with just knowing how to do either one of these, right? Because you could either do one of these for yourself, or you could do one of these for other people. Most people that know about one of these things, they provide a service to other people doing it, right? But if you know two of these skills together, you can either add that to a service that you can, or you can apply both of those to yourself. But how I said, starting off here, how you can become the Avatar, right? If you're not familiar with the cartoon, the Avatar, he became like the ultimate warrior because he can control all the 4 elements of Earth, right? The air, the water, the fire, and earth, right? But in entrepreneurship, you get really powerful if you know how to harness copywriting, which is selling with words, your offer design, to know how to make irresistible offers, right? Your content that converts, so you can attract buyers daily, and funnels to whereas you can sell on autopilot and scale. You harness those 4, you now become the ultimate entrepreneur. You now become the asset, and you now start to get numbers coming in online in your business, like all them that you see on the screen right now. So if you're ready to make more working less online from stuff you already know, go ahead and click the link down in the description and join this credit at the top community for weekly coaching from myself, all my exclusive trainings, plus a private community and entrepreneurs, all designed to grow your business online. It's only a few bucks a day to join right now, literally less than a cup of coffee per day. So go ahead and click the link down in the description and tap in, and I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. Look, man, it's time for you to stop playing small, start playing big, and start going and getting the stuff that you know that you should get. Like, go and get the abundance that is yours. And we live in a world of abundance and fruitfulness, and abundance is your birthright. But just honestly speaking, I feel like you're just sitting on the sidelines because you think that you have to learn all these things, when really it just comes down to these 4 things of copywriting, offer design, creating content that converts, and creating a funnel or a system for yourself so you can save yourself time, energy, and money, right? This stuff isn't rocket science. And even just Google how much rocket scientists make. It's not that much. Like, Elon Musk is getting over on those people. But this stuff isn't complicated. It's simple, and the simple stuff scales. It's all the fancy stuff that fails. So you got this. You can do it. Get to it so you can become the Avatar and be powerful and become the asset that I already know that you are. I believe in you. It's time for you to believe in you. So go ahead and click the link down in the description, tap into the community, and I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. And go ahead and check out this video right here about how you can make a lot of money before you even launch a product. It's credited at the top.